Hey, Teacher Thoughts here, coming at you with a video I have been waiting to make since I started doing YouTube. Um, I don't know if you can see the look on my face. I'm trying not to lose the authenticity of it. So I was at a local garden center, Pat's Garden Center, over in Clarkston, Washington. I was looking for some containers for my next build because I need some big nursery containers, and I couldn't find them. And I came across a plant that brings me absolutely pure joy. And some of you aren't going to understand why. But it's this. It's a peanut cactus. Peanut cactus. This is what started it all. This variety of cactus is what started my passion in greenhouse and nursery work. Geez, go back like more than 4 decades, and you're going to see a little blonde-haired boy that went on a trip with his family and visited some family in Kansas. And one of my family members used a pair of chopsticks, I think, and broke off a couple of pieces of this particular species of cactus and gave them to me in a Ziploc bag, and I carried them all the way back to Oregon from Kansas. And as you can see, this cactus has babies, lots of babies, and every single one of those babies can form another cactus. Well, being the young nurseryman, I realized I could propagate them. I could make more. And so I did. And soon I had a dozen. That dozen turned into 100. That 100 turned into 500. That 500 turned into over 2,000. I had over 2,000 of these growing in 2-inch band pots, which is, well, it's a little bit bigger than this. It's the square bands. I had them the other day with the pitcher plants, but they're what started it all. And I found it again. Now, it's not my original cactus. It's not from one of the people that used to buy them from me. But I took this cactus and it really launched me into greenhouse and nursery work. So this was just the first variety. Then I got pencil cactus. Then I got prickly pear. Then I got fishhook cactus. And it went on and on and on and on. And I had a greenhouse full of cactus. I had giant aloe. And I had my own greenhouse. My dad gave me a greenhouse. It was a 20 by 100, and I had 2,000 square foot full of cactus. And then I eventually got to my freshman year of high school, where I was in FFA. So what used to, at the time, be called Future Farmers of America, now it's just FFA. Just like International Business Machines is now just IBM. But I started working on this as my FFA, my SAE. That's the word I'm looking for. My gosh, I was an ag advisor for 8 years, and I couldn't remember SAE. That's how much this kind of impacts me. And I went through my first year with my record book, and I recorded all of my hours of labor, because you had to do that as an FFA member. You recorded all of your hours of your SAE, and then you looked at your profits and your loss. And after a year selling cactus, I found out I was making 25 cents an hour. And I had a heart-to-heart with my dad, and we decided for me to switch it up. And that's where I started growing perennials. And I started with just 5 varieties, and I made several $1,000s that year. But my passion really started with peanut cactus. And I found one again. I'm going to have a smile on my face all day long. But yeah, that's where it all started. If you wanted to know, it's this guy. It's this guy right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and plant this cactus up. And I was thinking about it. It's too small to put in a 2-inch ban, and I don't, though for nostalgia's sake, I should really be putting it like in a 4-inch nursery container. I think I'm going to go with something a little bit more decorative, something that I can enjoy. So I found a container at the I told you this has got me all shook up. I found a container at Pat's Garden Center that I thought would work well. So I'm going to take the plug out at the bottom because I want it to be able to drain. And we're going to go ahead and plant this one up. And I'm going to leave all the tags in there because I really don't care to peel them all out because well, maybe I can. We'll just leave them in there. It'll be all right. Okay, so let's get in here and let's plant up this cactus. And it was $4.99. I used to sell them for $1.99 in a 2-inch ban. And that, maybe I don't know. I don't remember what I sold them wholesale, but eventually I went from 2-inch bans to 4-inch pots. I think I was making like $2.50 a pot. So let's plant this up. Got my eyes watering and my nose running. Okay, so what we're going to use for this, we're going to go ahead and use some Sunshine Mix number 4. It's my favorite potting soil. And, you know, I could use a cactus mix on this, but there's not really a reason to on these. They'll do just fine in this type of mix. Oh, look, one of the babies is growing a root. So we're going to go ahead and just put it in there. Now, oh my gosh, the nostalgia. Cradling this cactus, feel it prickling my fingers. Trying not to bend the spines up. Yep, we're going to put that in there. I'm going to stand it more. I'm going to lean it off to the side because they get long. They'll get like over a foot long. Oh, I forgot. You can't get soil in the spines. It doesn't come off. So we'll kind of lean it off to the side. Just put more soil in there. I'm going to gently pack that in. There we go. Ugh. Love the taste of potting soil. But there you go. There is me over the moon, super excited. Super excited that I found a peanut cactus. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. I don't think I've owned a peanut cactus since college. And that's been a long time. So yeah, I guess we get to follow along with the journey of the peanut cactus. And I only think it's fitting that we name this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a naming contest down in the comments. And I don't want this to be like my other comment contest where like someone comments once and we get one and then I have to select a name myself. I want y'all to, we're going to let this run until I've got like 50 comments, right? So like this video, help me name this cactus. And don't call it like peanut face or something like that. I want good names. So give me a good name for this cactus and we will get it put on this pot and then we'll put him in a place of honor. But yeah, this is where it all started. If you wanted to see where Ag Teacher Thought's passion over plants came, it's from peanut cactus. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. You honestly can't enjoy this as much as I am because this is epic for me. And the poor nurseryman that sold me this cactus has no idea how much joy this brought to me. Anyway, as always, I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you find that plant that for you evokes your passion for growing and for nursery work. And this is mine. Anyway, Ag Teacher Thoughts out.